All right. I've been a little bit sick. The energy it's just been messing with me, man. But I'm good now, and I'm back. So today's reading is all about love, what you need to know, and really anything the spirit tells us, right? So we have pile number 1, blue ducky. Pile number 2, the pink ducky. Pile number 3, the purple ducky. And we'll get to the cool little B-roll in a second, and you can watch it, and then, and then you could choose which pile is for you. Otherwise, if you already know, then you know what you want. So, before we get started, I will not read in gender, I will not read astrology, and I will not read in reverse unless I am called to do it, unless I am asked to do it. Okay? Got that all out of the way. So, timestamps down below and B-roll. Alright, pile number 1, little blue ducky, quack quack. I need to let you know that before, or while I was pulling the cards, an extra of your tarot came out, so there's a lot of energy in yours. A lot of something else you need to know. But for your general energy, your general message for this reading, you have protection, call back your power, cut the cords, and soul retrieval. I need to mention I just got this deck. I've never worked with it before, save for with myself. So while the energies are cleansed, it is a little bit new to me. However, I mean, call your power back, cut the cords, soul retrieval, and protection. So what this sounds like to me is that you have an attachment, an unhealthy attachment to something, or you're otherwise in a situation, or we're in a situation that has lingered on, that is taking your power from you regarding another person. Obviously, this is a love reading anyways. So, and soul retrieval is, so basically what you're being asked to do here, your general energy, is to regain yourself, cut unhealthy cords, and soul retrieval is just more of regaining yourself, right? Or really becoming one with your soul, which you may have had the feeling of having lost, but you are protected, and so you might feel like you're going through this alone. However, you're not. So Spirit wants you to know that you are protected through this journey. Okay. Huh. Yeah, that works. Alright, for your tarot, being main messages that you need to hear. You have Page of Swords in reverse, or Page of Wands in reverse, 10 of Swords in reverse, 6 of Pentacles upright, and 10 of Cups in reverse. So there's a lot of reverse energy going on, and I felt like I needed to do all of them in reverse. It feels very much like what the general message was saying, is that you have to, what just happened? You have to let go of an energy that's holding you back. And given that this is a love reading, it does feel like your main priority right now is your self-love, and maybe that's not what you came here to hear, but it's what you're being told, I think. And then honestly, the rest of what you need to, like, the the people that you need to have in your life will be in your life, but before they could come into your life, you have to be full within yourself. So you have to be in love with yourself before you could be in love with other people, or, helpfully, vice versa. However, that doesn't mean, invest entirely in your ego. Remember, like, soul retrieval is part of this too. It does, however, mean like have like a healthy relationship with you, which I feel like some of that has been taken away from you because of this what I can only assume is a past partner, and for some of you, a select few of you, really, this feeling of lack because you don't have a partner. You don't need a partner to feel whole, and a partner will not make you feel whole. You will make you feel whole. And then when you do that, you open up the doors for a strong relationship. Okay. This being in reverse makes me feel like there's a lot of clutter, and it might not even be, for some of you, maybe actually for a lot of you, I feel like this is more than just emotional clutter. It's energetic clutter. And energetic clutter is, of course, contributed by physical clutter. And I think this is something that happens when you get kind of heartbroken, or you feel heart sad. It's happened to me. I'm sure it's happened to everyone on the planet, to be completely honest. So, although that doesn't, take away from your experience. Your experience is valid and important and special in of itself. But this is something that you need to let go of. In order to get to an energetic place of harmony, you are going to need to let go of some of that clutter and start to declutter, so that your energies could get more in tune and start to get healthy and start to grow. Okay? There's a very a very trapped feeling in this, but you're not as trapped as you think you are. Really, these things are more like in our heads than they are anywhere else. Sometimes they're there energetically, but they're kind of powered by our overthinking and our over fixation on romantic attachment. So I want to make sure that you know that this feeling of being held down, and I know swords are not like this. Swords aren't good, but look, yeah, you get it, man. It's all about the energy. I mean, unless swords are fine. I like swords. It's just they get such a bad rap, and then they like tarot is just like, man, why do we have swords? Swords are bad. but whatever. Yeah. So you feel stuck, you feel trapped, you feel weeded, but you know what? That's all an illusion. Okay? It's all an illusion. Oh, this guy balancing the scales. Putting his little breadcrumb in there. He's got a little bird singing on top of his head. And he just does not look very happy. However, this does have a more positive feeling to me. And I do feel like this is in regards to either your truth or to what you could find. Remember, these are your main messages. I'm going to clarify this. It's the only one I feel like I need to clarify. However, I have 3 clarification cards, so we'll just clarify the general energy, and I'll clarify this individually. You did get more cards than everyone else, so. But I do feel, this does feel like there's kind of a darkness here, but I'm gonna clarify this. And your Ten of Cups. Your Ten of Cups in reverse. Honestly, I feel like this just speaks for itself. You got little birdies, they're upside down, la la la, but like the energy here is just topsy-turvy. You know what I mean? Like, you're very topsy-turvy, very stuck, feeling very emotionally and spiritually and energetically. cluttered. But I'm going to clarify this. Your Six of Pentacles real quick. And then we'll move on to your main clarifiers for your energy. Okay? Spirit, please clarify Six of Pentacles, pile number 1, please. Thank you. Spirit, please clarify Six of Pentacles, pile number 1, please. Thank you. Okay, yeah, you have the Sun as your clarifier. Look at this imagery. I have to show you this. Of course. Why wouldn't I show you it? That'll be rude. Wouldn't it? Yeah. It would. Okay, anyway. Anyways, so you do have the Sun as a clarifier for this card. So I do feel like this is where hold on. These are the energies that you're in. This is the energy that you need to be in. The way that you do that, of course, is by calling back, getting your power back, cutting the course of toxicity, really, and retrieving your soul and getting rehabilitation with your higher self. So some of you might be spiritual. Some of you probably are spiritual. You're watching tarot, like you're to some degree spiritual, right? You might not call yourself that, but it is what it is. So I'm going to clarify these cards, these three with your three main clarifiers. Okay, that's what I'm being asked to do. So, Page of Pentacle or Page of Wands in reverse, and Crystal's focus. Ten of Swords in reverse, Lake, stillness. And Ten of Cups in reverse, Desert, Vision Quest. So there is a lot of looking inward involved here. So really, your self-love is where you need to get. This Sun energy, right, is obtainable, but in order to get there, you really need to center and declutter. You really need to define love within yourself. And it sounds like it's really hard to do, and I understand why it feels like it's really hard to do. I've been there, but it's totally doable, and you could do it. 100% you could do it. You're watching this, you could do it. No matter what anybody tells you, no matter what you tell yourself, it's all within your ability. Okay? It really is. And what Spirit wants you to do very, very, very clearly here is to center, really, to find balance and to invest in you and in your what makes you happy, what really makes you happy, not what doesn't make you happy, not the heartbreak, right, but the heart within yourself. That's what you're being asked to do. And when you do that, and you will do that, you'll get to the Sun energy. You'll get to this balance, this positivity through and in spite of these hardships. You are being asked to focus, to be still, and to look within. That's what the Vision Quest is looking within. Okay? This is a lot more powerful than you might think, by the way. Like if you're watching this and you're feeling, wow, all that sadness, all that stuff, it's overwhelming. Well, it's not. Well, I mean, it is. It is, but it's not in the sense that, like, it's more powerful than you and yourself. Even if you feel like it is, it's just not. Part of being here on Earth is psychological addiction. And that is part of psychological addiction. However, it is an addiction you can break. Just be with yourself. Focus on yourself. Find your passions, find your loves, invest in that, and I promise you, you will start to go on the journey that you need to go on to get to the Sun energy. Okay? Much love. Take care. Love, light, and finger wheels. Bye. Alright, pile number 2. Well, that's 2. That was 4, but this is 2. Pile number 2. You pink ducky. Quack, 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 quack. Quack, 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 quack. You have a really good feeling. It feels good. Just right off the bat, I want you to know that. So whatever cards do come in here, I do want you to know that there is a general feeling of positivity. For your main energy in this reading, you have the initiation, rite of passage, crossing the threshold. I'm not shocked by this. It's got this good, excited feeling. So this actually makes perfect sense. So your general energy is you're going into something potentially new, but also potentially something that you've been aware of or you've been wanting for a long time, and you're going through the things that you need to go through in order to get there. Like, this is where you were, and this is where you're going. Oh, sorry. This is where you were, and this is where you're going. This very pretty... Yeah, it's hard to see on here, but it's very pretty little land coming out of this darkness, going into this beauty. So it feels exciting. It feels great, and this again is a love reading. However, things could come up in regards to love in different ways than romantic partnership. We'll figure this out as we go along, but either way, it's a very exciting, very good feeling energy, and I'm excited to do this reading, not gonna lie. All right, so for your tarot being your main messages, we have the Emperor. This is meant to be read. All right, so none of these should be in reverse. That is why I flipped them over. It is because they're not. They don't want to be actually. Hangman wants to be upside down. These two, however, they don't want to be upside down. Specifically, Emperor really doesn't. The Fool can kind of go one way or the other. Not gonna lie. However, that Fool wants to be upright too. Hangman's the only one who wants to be upside down. By the way, all major arcana. All majors here. So yeah, that's pretty powerful. Now I do need to remind myself what Hangman in reverse is. However, kind of just feels, I don't know. I'm gonna read it. I'm being asked to read it, so that's what I'm gonna do. I don't know if you've ever read tarot before, but sometimes it can get a little bit when you're doing this much of a general reading, where it's like all these different piles and all different people watching those piles, all different messages. It could get like a little bumpy, and so what happens is sometimes like spirit will kind of, your higher self, whatever you want to call it, it's all good, will kind of like help direct you as you go along. That's how it is for me anyways. So indecision, feeling overwhelmed. That's okay. That feels about right. I had this like image of like ropes, so which I mean it makes sense because I don't know what that is. Like barbed wire, but whatever. It's ropey enough, right, friends? Okay. It says you have lost your faith in your decision-making ability. Life's obstacles are holding you back. You are feeling more and more disconnected. Inner reflection is needed. You need to understand difficulties today will pass. Better times will come with work and effort. So really, it's a card about patience. It's got the patience energy for this reading specifically. But Fool is very magician-like to me. It's very magician-like. They kind of go hand in hand. Like they both have that same like, what up? And so does Emperor too. Although Emperor's a very powerhouse kind of energy, which makes sense because that's kind of where you're going, is into this powerhousiness. And Hangman, maybe that's where you were. Or that's kind of still where you are. So you after all are still on your way to that big beautiful place. But there's a lot of power here in general for you, and I feel that. Maybe there's a little bit too much. Maybe I feel like this Emperor. It feels like you're too, like you're overwhelming yourself to get to this place. and you don't need to do that. You really don't, because you've absolutely got this. But this feeling that this overpowering, like over solidifying where you're going and what you want is putting you in this resistance state. You know what I mean? But let's get your clarifiers up here for these cards. They go in 1, 2, 3 order. So for Emperor, Force, breathe, makes sense. Calm yourself. I mean, you got this. You're going where you need to go. Just take a breath. And I'm gonna be completely honest. This does feel like it's more than just love. It's more than just romance. That's waiting. Yeah, there's absolutely someone. I can't show you because you can't see what's in my head or in my psychic eye, but there's someone out here. You can't see, but there is somebody out here waiting for you. So if you came here looking for love, the love is there, as well as an entire new life. So honestly, stop stressing. Stop stressing. Don't be too much. Take a little bit of a break. When I say don't be too much, I don't mean you're not too much, but don't put too much on yourself. Okay? For Fool, we have Synergy. And for Hangman in reverse, we have... Oddly, look, we have Wind in reverse. I'm not going to read. I don't read these in reverse, but... so I'm not going to do that. I just, here it is. In reverse. Da-da-da. Da-da-da. I'm going to do something weird, and I'm going to read this one. I'm going to read this one in reverse. I don't do that with these cards specifically, these Earth Magic Oracle cards. However, I am doing it this time. I'm going to get another clarifier, too, with this from the Work Your Light deck in a second. Just because this one here is really pushing me to go in a very different direction. Much like yourself. But really, so far, you've got this. For sure, it belongs to you, but you maybe not necessarily slow down, but sit down. Sit down for a second and maybe take a few hours at least to chill. Y'all got some. I know, again, I will contradict myself from time to time, and I'm totally okay with that. It's just how it goes. It's the flow, and I'm fine with that. But there definitely feels like some very, some of you, I think, might be both strong Gemini and strong Aries, in one, or that might be your combination, right? With a new person, or whoever this person is. I'm not getting anything about new or old here. I think that it's probably new, whoever this person is, but it also feels very familiar. So I think that one way or another, you know each other. You might know each other psychically. You might know each other through dream states. You might know each other from past life. Your souls know each other one way or another. Your souls have already met, and you might have dreamed about this person. Sometimes that'll happen. We will dream about people who we have not met, and then years down the line, we will meet them. Trust in that. So let's get a little bit of a clarification for what's going on here with these reverse energies. Yeah, it's got activation in reverse, got Hangman in reverse. I feel very strongly like this overdoing, this overstressing, this this over pressing to get here it's kind of skipping this place, and it's putting you into this feeling of being stuck here a little bit, but you're still moving. It's just that you're moving slower, and you're moving with more resistance than what is necessary, right? This synergy and Fool. This is where you need to get, but you got a lot of this Emperor vibes going on, which is not bad. However, it is definitely is just a lot. That's why you're being asked to breathe, so you can get into this Fool stuff, so you can get into the synergy in this beautiful land where you're going, and this energetic space of being there, and out of this energetic space of stress, which there's a lot of here. Clarifier for pile number 2. Hangman in activation in reverse. Show me the cards. Show me the cards. Show me the cards. Okay, so Star Mother, how can you mother yourself? I'm going to read the thing for you, but I'm also going to tell you the initial vibe that I get here is to make sure that you're taking care of yourself on your way to this destination, which, because this is in regards to this reverse energy, right? This is clarification about that. So you're not taking enough care of yourself. And also, this little place here is, like, not necessarily there, but it's within the same universe. And so that's where you're getting, but you really, really need to take care of yourself. It feels very much like you're putting too much stress and too much pressure on yourself to get to where you're going anyways, and in doing so you're because you're hurting yourself in that process. It's stunting the speed in which you get there, which really you could just be there, but in order to just be there, you have to really stop worrying about being there. It's one of those laws of attraction deals, right? Let me just find this real quick and read it to you. Okay. You are more held. Let me show you while I read. Okay. It's going to say everything I'm going to do. Heck yeah. You are more held than you could possibly imagine. Loved and cherished so dearly that if you knew, you would not spend 1 second of your life in separation, worry, or fear. Let Mother carry your burdens. Let her rock away your fears. Lay all of your worries, regrets, shame, and guilt on her altar. Please, please, sweet child, do not fear. You are loved in motion. If you allow it, you are already healed. Let her remind you of your goodness. Let her love away from your fears. Your capacity to love and hold others is limited to your capacity to love and hold yourself. Be compassionate with your sweet body, mind, and soul. Treat yourself like a beautiful spirit that you truly are. Remind yourself that you are doing your best and try not to carry it all on your own. You have got this, and Mother's got you. And the Mother has got you. Let her broad arms take away your burdens. Let her lift the weight of the world off your shoulders. Forgive yourself, my dear sweet child of Earth. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's people there. The person that you're looking for, that person's there. The life that you're looking for, that's there too. You just need to recognize that you are also there. Like you are always with yourself, no matter where you are and what stage, what it is that you want out of life. What sometimes that changes. Whatever it is, whatever you're doing, you're always with yourself. So you should be your priority, regardless of your connections and the events in your life. The more you take care of yourself, because again, you really have too much. You're putting way too much pressure on yourself, and you don't need to. It's unnecessary, because you're getting to where you're going. It doesn't mean just drop everything. Don't do that. But it does mean, treat yourself well. Treat yourself well, and you'll get to where you're already going anyway. So, love, light, you got this. Take care. Finger wiggles later. Okay, pile number 3, Purple Ducky. It rhymed. I love that. Good stuff. Quack, quack. Let's get right into your reading. Quack. Alright. So, first card is your general energy. The general energy of this reading, of your situation, be it romantic or otherwise, depending on what it is the Spirit really wants you to know in regards to your reason for being here, which I'm going to say is probably because of romance, right? Crush, feeling, love, whatever it may be. I'm gonna just bet that that's why you're here. But the energies of that can, shift around a little bit. Like, it's not necessarily going to be about a specific person. That's not what this reading is anyways. It's just a general love reading what you need to know. Okay, so general message: get grounded, empaths, highly sensitive, connect with nature. So a lot of you are psychic, a lot of you are empaths, a lot of you can feel the world. You have a very real, very strong connection with the spirit within, the energy within your earth and your space and existence. It's what you are. And because of that, there is a lot of scattered energy that comes into your life. And you're being asked to ground with that. You know what I mean? Not to ignore it, not to make it dissipate with substance use or whatever it is that we do, but to find peace and harmony with that, to ground yourselves in that. That's why it's got this whole, connect with nature thing. So you see, this is you, this is spirit of nature, and this is just absolutely gorgeous. But yeah, so your general energy is to get grounded with your being an empath, being highly sensitive and psychic. Okay, so your tarot being your general messages for this reading are Seven of Cups, Ace of Wands, and Four of Pentacles. Well, the first time I've had the Ace of Wands come up, I like it. All right, so 5, 6, 7, 7 of Cups. This is a very loving reading that you have going here. That you have going on here, and I love it. So you have this cute little horse, which, is not having the best time, but that's just how these cards are. And then you have this beautiful person here, and there's a little snake down here, who honestly I think is about to get, stepped on, and he's just like, oh, no. That's kind of the vibe that he's got. He's definitely not very happy. So, maybe there's this feeling. I mean, you are watching this, so maybe you got a lot on your mind or whatever. But you should know that there's some love here, absolutely, for sure. There was definitely some hurt in the past. But you know that. I mean, it's just like how life is. We get hurt in the past. We have bad relationships, and then we get to good relationships. We have to have the bad to get to the good, though. You know what I mean? Unless you're really lucky and you just somehow came into life with all life experience. But I'm willing to bet that you're probably, most of you on the planet are not that person. Maybe you're holding on a little bit to those betrayals, but listen, you got some beautiful stuff coming your way. I think this is that ungrounded energy. There's obviously a lot of love here, but there's a lot going on. There's a lot of scatteredness, and especially emotional scatteredness. Yeah. Ace of Wands, you got love coming your way. You know what I mean? You got love coming your way. I'm gonna read this one. I'm being asked to read it. Inspiration, work hard, joy. Though small, the house sparrow is known for its productivity. It is always busy collecting food, and nesting. Survival is a constant job. This card is a reminder that it takes a lot of work to get where you want. The threaded needle is starting to point. It's tiny and takes a few tries to get it started. Cultivate your goals and see them flower. So yeah, man, just get grounded. Really, just get grounded, and you're gonna get to that place that you want to be, to that love. I feel very strongly like if you're reading for a person, for a specific person, there's already love there. If you're looking for a new person, there's love coming. You just need to take a little bit of extra time into clearing what's left of your negative energy. It's not, completely negating negativity, because that's not real in life, because negativity comes, it's ebb and flow, man. But residual negative energy from things that are no longer present in your life, that you need to let go of, and that's part of this getting grounded. And also, I feel very, very strongly here that this is a soulmate kind of reading. So it's not something that's just going to be handed to you. It's something that you have to go through some things to get to that connection, and so do the people that you're connecting with, right? What happens if you, both of you are, you or your partner or partners or whatever it is, get connected, and you do this too early, is that one way or another probably going to have a kind of strife that doesn't need to be there, and this is how we get runner or chaser dynamics. I don't necessarily feel, this might be, for some of you, that's what's going on, is that there is a runner and chaser dynamic, but honestly, either way, what you need to be doing right now is getting grounded, so that there could be a peaceful meeting with you and who this person is, because it is absolutely soulmate energy. It is absolutely spirit family. This is someone who is meant to be. Absolutely, and there's more to be done, and there's a very spacey, very enlightened energy to this reading in general. I can't show you that. I guess I kind of can in a way, can't I? This is what this feels like. It's what this feels like, and it is a partnership. It's absolutely a partnership, and you might not see that right now. There might not be a person. You might not have met this person yet, but you're going to. Okay, you're absolutely going to. Yeah, for some of you, I don't think that you see it. Some of you just flat out just don't see it, but that's because you're not grounded. And your general theme here is get grounded. So, in fact, this person might have something to do with nature itself. Like, you're both very psychic and very spiritual, or will be very spiritual, and are either aware or unaware of your psychic self. But it's there in its presence. And yeah, sure, it could be present within anybody. However, some people are more in tune with that psychicness. So there is a bias there. Okay, one way or another, there just is. But you guys got it. you guys absolutely have that. So I'm gonna get some clarifiers for your general energy, as well as these cards specifically. Dream time, creation. Again, man, like this is what it feels like. This is what this energy, what this connection feels like. And I'm very happy for you. Very happy for you, because there's some real magical, like colorful, loving, sweet energy here. For Ace of Wands and General, you have Volcano, Validity, volatility. I don't like that word. See that word? I don't like it. But It just doesn't feel. It feels like something. Like there's something that needs to like. You're feeling like you're gonna explode. Really, I think that's what it is. Is that you feel like there's just because you're not grounded. There's this feeling of boom. But bro, listen. Don't trip. Don't trip. Just don't trip, man. you got. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen for you. I promise you. And wolf instinct, my little wolfie is out here saying, you know what you need. You know. You know what I mean? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not... Once you get grounded, once you balance yourself, what it is that you're looking for is not only going to be present in your life, even if it's not what you thought it was going to be. Remember, this is general reading, so there's a lot of energies here, a lot of different people, but the general energy here is just what the general energy here is, and it seems to apply to pretty much everybody. There might be, like, minuscule shifts or whatever, but the general feeling to this reading is very... It just is what it is. There is a lot of feeling of absolute, divine, creative, beautiful, potent, powerful, true love going on here. But there's also this feeling of hurt, this feeling of maybe over worry, over stress, just scattered. There's this feeling of scattered, and I think it's because of the things that you've gone through in the past. This snake energy, and not snake in the healing way, but snake in the gonna bite you. Well, you think you're gonna get pet way. No offense to snakes, snake fan. My bad. If you're watching this and you're a snake, literal snake, hiss, hiss. It's all G. But yeah, you don't need to do this explode thing because you've got put in the work, man. Don't put in so much work that you're gonna hurt yourself or anything like that. Don't do that. But do get to ground yourself. Go accept. First of all, I want you to accept what you are. It's okay to be psychic. It's okay to be an empath. It's okay to be highly sensitive. Not everyone's going to understand that, but the people who are meant to be in your life are going to understand that and are going to be there. You're on your way to them. You're already with them, I think. Your energy is so closely connected here that it's about to happen. And I think that you feel that. I think that you know that. I really do. I know... I should mention that I do mostly energy readings, and the cards, all of them, help me along the way, of course. That's what this is. But I don't necessarily just fixate on the cards themselves. So if I feel like I need to, look more into this card, especially since they're kind of new still, then I'm going to do that. But for the most part, it's all just energetically. And this energy here, it just feels exactly like the wolf energy. This instinct, it's got the same vibe, you know what I mean? It just does. This birdie is the same as the wolf, right? And crow, raven, I think it's a crow, but it's the same as a wolf, and it knows what it wants, and it knows what it wants is right there, but it still has these old slithery snake-like concerns, and that's volatile. However, you really just don't have to worry. There's so much, look at this. These are completely different decks with completely different uses, but you know what I mean? This is for you. This is for you. Not just the meanings, but this is the energy that you're gonna be in. This is the energy that is meant for you. This is yours, right here. This is yours. So ground yourself. And don't worry. And don't explode, because it's going to be fine. And remember, people who hurt us are not the people in the future. And people in the future hurt us. They are not, people are individual, even though we are all connected. People are still individual. So it's time to trust yourself, trust the situation, and the trust that not everybody is that, bitey snake. Again, snakes, I have no offense. I am on your snake side. I'm just not on the snake side in terms of bitey, untrustworthy energy in human form. But you literal snakes out there is what I'm talking about. You literal snakes, you're dope. Go you, hiss hiss, slither slither. I just feel bad for talking about snakes in bad light. There's positive light for snakes too, like healing. And also, it's worth noting that sometimes, like, going through really bad experiences is a part of healing. And it's necessary. There's no such thing as bad. There's no such thing as good. These are human ethics. And ethics are completely interpersonal, and then we express them into the rest of our lives. But sometimes you go through things that are bad or traumatic or whatever it may be. I've had this experience. That's why I know what I'm saying here. Some of these things, they're meant to get us to the next level. And sometimes, honestly, certain hurts, certain pains, certain heartbreaks are meant to heal past heartbreaks that have more potency and more power. With that being said, you are going in a good direction. You just need to get grounded. You just need to, give yourself a little bit of extra love, man, because love isn't just about other people. Love is also about yourself. We're all connected, right? So, self and all are one, and if you think about that, in order for two to connect, both need to be treat themselves properly, because what you're gonna find, honestly, is gonna be to some level a reflection of what's going on inside of you. But if you're healthy and if you're accepting of who you are and what you are, you're gonna find people who are of that same energy, and this person's here. This person's here. They're just waiting for you. So take that next step, and I promise you, very soon, it says have a very, very, very soon, this is about to happen. And I think that that it's about to happen. And some of you probably accept yourself already. For some of you, I think that this is just clarification of what you already know. In fact, honestly, this is probably just clarification for what you guys already know, even if you're unaware that you know it, and you know it now if you didn't before. So, love and light, take care, have fun, peace.